Alrighty. Oh my gosh. I think that's a nut. Oh, that felt a little nettleish. That felt a little nettleish. That one was right up on my knee, and I'm just like, this is kind of itchy and uncomfortable. This plant is itchy and uncomfortable, but I'm actually in the process of trying to film, so you know, don't say anything. He punched his little. He just nudged his butt. Yep. Yeah, I'm up. Okay, just checking. Just being a brother. Just being a jerk. Hello, you fancy people. We're gonna have a fancy time. Most people like the last Fancycast. Oh my gosh, it was very, as they say, NSFW. Oh boy. There were some potty talk and adult words and stuff in it, which is funny because I actually did. You look at because you can see the amount of monthly contributions that you get on Patreon, and I think within like the first few hours of posting that one, like there was a noticeable drop in contributions. I think there were a few people who they did is like, I am not gonna pay for this. And that's okay. I'm not trying to sit there and say like, good, get out of here, we don't need you. I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to sit there and say just like, oh well, you know, the Puritans. No, some people that's just not their cup of tea. That's fine. But I'm just taking note that I do think that I lost a few, I do honestly think that I lost some patrons because of that, because of the Travis one. I call it curating. I call it curating a following. You know, basically what that means. Mita pita. Mita pita. Okay, you sleeping? Yeah, you know, you just you occasionally float stuff out there like that, like, hey, this is possibly going to be a thing, just so you know, and then people are like, well, that's not what I signed up for, and it's like, duly noted. Thanks for giving us a try. And that's it. Thanks for giving us a shot. Like, they're like, not for me. I'm like, I understand. Oh my gosh, look at this pretty girl. Look at that pretty girl. Whoa, 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 whoa. Goodness and gracious. Goodness and gracious. Chips and bones on my toe. Oh, hi Abby. How are you? Hold on one second, I'm going to talk to Abby. Yeah. It's Abby. It's one of our volunteers, been coming up for a long time. She's a very good tour guide. I think her and I are maybe like a couple months apart in age. It's that, which is funny. That should never mean, but it was crazy because like I was talking, oh gosh, what was it? It was actually during we had the zoo people, they were coming to visit, and we had an event, and I think it was like I started to just like say, because I will do this, I just start making reference, I just start throwing references or like song lyrics or different things from like very specific and very dated shows, like cartoon, like I'll say something from the theme song of a Nick Jr. show that was on maybe in like 1990, and it was like, it had a 1-season run, you know. Like something like that. And then she ended up, like, we were talking, and then she ended up going like, huh. And she knew the reference. It was, I can't remember what it was, but it was very obscure. And then I'm just like, oh shit. So when we started talking, and we were just like, what about this? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I know that. Like, what about this? Like, I know that too. So come to find out, yeah, like we were like, we're super close in age. So like we understand a lot of each other's just general cultural references. American cultural references, specifically. Very funny. So, yeah. And it's one of those kind of things where it's like, if you do meet, it doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot, but when you do meet someone who is just like, oh my gosh, like we were born like right around like the same time, like what does it mean? You know? What? Of course, if you're in like school, or if you're in university, it doesn't really matter because you're gonna you're constantly surrounded by people who are in like your very close age / peer group. But as you get older, you'll be just like you'll hear someone and you're like, oh my gosh, no way! Like that's so cool. It's just how it goes. It's just how it goes. When you find yourself in more and more diverse company. Yes. Because there's other times I'll make like other references, someone that's slightly older or slightly younger even. And then they're like, yep, I have no idea what you're talking about, dude. And it's like, dang. Dang, bro, dang. Oh, Solano's in there. Really making solid work of his horsey head. Oh, he is doing it. Rachel was saying how he would not lock up. Actually, yeah, you see what he's doing right there. He's pulling on the mane. He's pulling on the mane of the horse, and it's just something that it just feels good. They'll just sit there and they'll do that. They'll just pull the hair out before they, you know, really kind of dig in, or they'll eat a little bit and then they'll start just going and they'll pull on the mane for a long time. It's just something that they like to do. Feels good. Kind of, it brushes up in the middle of their teeth. It's actually very good for their dental health. It's like floss. It's like floss. So you can see him. He's just sitting there. He's just going along. He's just doing it. He's just doing it. I'm sorry. I keep on shaking. Yeah, look at him go. Look at him go. Oh my, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Bobby, you're hidden. Legends of the hidden Bobby. The choice is yours and yours alone. Hi, baby. Look this way again. I want to get a capture. I want to get a capture. No. 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 Oh. That's okay. It was a capture that was never meant to be. A capture that was never meant to be. It's the eldest child's birthday today. Actually, no, sorry. It was the birthday yesterday. She's coming here. Well, she's already here. We're having dinner, birthday dinner for her today. 21! Ha! Huh. 21. Yeah, she's 21. Wacky. Which is wacky. Wacky. Mike, sweetie, it's all downhill from here. It's all downhill from here. There's nothing else to look forward to. Nothing. Oh, my insurance is gonna go down when I have 25. Whoop-a-de-doo! My body's falling apart and I am just marching slowly towards death. No. No, I'm not cynical like that. There's a lot of different things to look forward to. You know, like retirement. Oh my gosh. That's an amazing concept. Like, you mean I don't like have to do nothing? Like, no? Really? Yeah. I can just sit here and just kind of just hang out? Yeah. That's so cool. I mean, as long as you know, plan. And it helps if you're like a baby boomer. Anyone else, you're kind of fucked. Oh. Hey millennials, yeah? Like, do you want to work until you're like 87? Like, no, I don't. And I'm like, well, I've got some good news for you. And I'm like, I said I didn't. And I'm like, too late. Like, yeah. Also, millennial is a very, and I'm finding this out, but millennial is actually a very misused term. Because people often say that, like, oh, the kids in high school these days, these millennials, they're not millennials. They're not. It's actually, it's like kids that were born before the millennium. So you had to be born before the 2000. In the year 2000! Look at that. Look at that handsome guy. No. The new one is the Generation Z. Generation Z because it doesn't like generation pronouns. My generation pronouns are Z. Oh, my mistake. Sorry. Cassie. She's like, I already came over and talked to you earlier. Why don't you come over and talk to me? You know what? That's a good idea. Stay there. Stay there. Hold on. Let me pause this. Okay. All right. Hi. Hi, baby. Hi, Sugar Pie. Hi, Sugar Pie. Yeah. So much excitement. So much excitement. You're so exciting. You're so exciting. I'm scratching her butt. I'm scratching her butt. That's why she's chewing. She says yes, 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 yes. Nom, 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 nom. And I'm done. Done scratching the butt. Hi. She's like, why you stop? Why stop scratching my butt? He fell. He tripped. Ah, he's back up. I was gonna make a really terrible joke. When I first saw Ace laying down, I'm like, oh, he must have just died. And I'm like, oh, that might be too much. That might be too much. Oh, yeah, you know, we just saw him, but you know, he's old, so it can happen any minute. It can happen any minute. Pizza. Pizza. She's like, excuse me, sir, please don't touch my pizza. Look at these fuzzy things. Fuzzy toe pizza. You gotta be so careful though. Because even as a geriatric, she could just get a wild hair and decide to just reach Pretty girl. Sorry. There we go. That's nice. I like stuff like that. Ooh. I'm getting the stare down. I'm getting the stare down from Mr. Me. From Mr. Me. He's like, no, I wasn't there. I was looking over here. I'm like, I think you were looking in my direction. Fairly certain, fairly positive that you were. Call it a huncharoo. Huncharoo. Alrighty. Anywho, well, like I said, birthday dinner's gonna be happening, so I gotta get going, taking care of that, sitting down with the fam. It was fun talking to you. Stay fancy. I know that a lot of these videos have been short recently. Sorry about that. It's just the nature of it. Getting things done. I've taken on some new responsibilities at work, so my time and my energy have been somewhat very significantly affected. Hi, baby. So, yeah. And that also means the time, like what I choose to do with my time when I'm home, has also been affected too. Anyway, hopefully things will stabilize out a little bit better and I can start to kind of, focus a little bit more, spend more time on content. But for the foreseeable future, whoa! I will say for the foreseeable future, maybe expect some of these casts and stuff like that to be just a little bit leaner, just a little bit lighter. You know what I mean? Anyway, thanks for watching this episode of the Fancycast. You folks stay fancy. I'll talk to you later. All right, bye-bye.